Namaskar, I'm Suruchi Das and you're watching Rhythm News. As India is on its pace of becoming a global leader, the threat of radical sleeper cells and their activities has resurfaced as a significant national security challenge, with the National Investigation Agency revealing alarming details on November 11, 2024. In the report, it was stated that the now banned terrorist organization Hizb ut-Tahrir, or HUT, has been actively setting up sleeper cells across states like Madhya Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Telangana, and Andhra Pradesh. This revelation is part of a larger pattern of anti national activities documented in 27 major incidents since 2013, showcasing the growing threat posed by radical Islamist networks operating covertly in India. Sleeper cells are covert groups of operatives lying dormant until activated to execute terrorist activities. Over the past decade, India has witnessed the formation and operation of such cells orchestrated by groups like HUT, ISIS, and Al Qaeda. These cells often target vulnerable youth, brainwash them through extremist ideologies, and leverage advanced technology for recruitment and communication. HUT, which was banned in India in October 2024, has emerged as a key player in this covert warfare. Operating under the guise of community organizations, HUT has recruited individuals to create sleeper cells capable of executing large scale terror plots. For example, in Tamil Nadu and Puducherry, HUT operatives were arrested for planning attacks to establish a Sharia based Islamic State. Similarly, in Madhya Pradesh, sleeper cells linked to HUT were found stockpiling weapons and planning subversive activities. The threat from sleeper cells is not confined to HUT. In recent years, ISIS has actively sought to establish sleeper cells in India. In Maharashtra, for instance, the NIA uncovered a module planning attacks and spreading propaganda to recruit youth as mujahideen. Similarly, in Rajasthan, sleeper cells connected to Al Qaeda were exposed, highlighting their intent to destabilize regions through coordinated violence. Many sleeper cells receive financial and logistical support from foreign entities, particularly from Pakistan's ISI. Covert operations like the transfer of sensitive military information and funds for arms procurement have been linked to ISI backed operatives. In Bihar and Karnataka, investigations revealed that sleeper cells were using encrypted communication and social media to coordinate activities with international handlers. Moreover, radical Islamic groups have exploited India's porous borders and vast online networks to propagate their ideology. The global reach of ISIS and Al Qaeda ensures a steady influx of resources, enabling sleeper cells to expand their reach and sophistication. The activities of sleeper cells threaten India's internal security and societal harmony. These cells often aim to create communal tension, disrupt economic stability, and challenge the authority of the state. The recent wave of sleeper cell activity has also put immense pressure on security forces as they must adapt to ever evolving tactics of these groups. The most troubling aspect is the brainwashing of young, impressionable minds. Radicalized individuals are turned into tools of terror, willing to carry out suicide bombings, sabotage critical infrastructure, or even attack religious sites. This highlights the importance of counter radicalization efforts alongside traditional counterterrorism measures. The rise of sleeper cells in India, particularly those linked to radical Islamist organizations, poses a severe threat to the nation's sovereignty and security. Groups like Hizb ut-Tahrir and ISIS continue to exploit socio-political vulnerabilities to spread their agenda of hate and violence. It is imperative for India to adopt a multi-pronged strategy that combines robust counterterrorism measures with efforts to counter radicalization. India's counterterrorism agencies, including the NIA and state police forces, have been working to dismantle these sleeper cells networks. However, a comprehensive approach is needed to address the root cause of radicalization. Initiatives to monitor online propaganda, strengthen border security, and enhance intelligence sharing between states are crucial. The dream of Ghazwa Hind by these radical Muslims will always be shattered by Indian security agencies. Jai Hind.